Hey all, I want to share with you today how I manifested something and how magical the universe is when you are aligned. So I reckon about a month ago, I said to the universe that I want to write a book. I've got this really big idea about a book I want to write, but I've got no idea how to structure it, where to start. I know nothing about writing books, I said I need some support with this. I don't know where to start. And I let it go. And then a week later, a man friend requested me on Instagram, and I don't usually accept friend requests if I don't know the person on Instagram. But I clicked on his profile and it said he's an author from Bristol. So that's not even the good bit. It's quite amazing. And I was like, wow, what are the chances of having an author message me? Well, not even message me, just added me out of the blue in my hometown when I said I needed support with a book. So that's the first thing. And then we were messaging and he said he'd be happy to meet me for coffee and we can talk about the book and stuff, because he's self-published his own books about mental health and what he's been through, things like that. And then I said, for funsies, because I want to test manifestation more and have fun with it, I said, I'm going to test the universe. And it was like, I said, universe, if me and this person are supposed to meet for coffee and he's supposed to help me with the book, then I want you to align us randomly, like bump into each other randomly. And then I found out that he lives in the same sort of area as me, which makes it even crazier. But I don't go out that much because I'm quite busy with a lot of things. When I get my own time, I like to be on my own and I like to just, be in my garden, be at home. Sometimes I'll go for a walk, but I rarely like to take myself out for coffee and things like that on my own. I like to do that with someone. Anyway, he's out all the time, takes himself for coffee all the time. So I said to the universe, yeah, if we're supposed to work together, then make us bump into each other. It was almost like, prove it. And I gave it 3 weeks, gave the universe 3 weeks to make us bump into each other. And I noticed that whenever I went out, if I did go for coffee or if I did go for a walk, I was always up in my head thinking, I wonder if it'll be today. I wonder if I'll see him today. I wonder if it's going to be today. Or should I go for a coffee so I better the chances of it happening? So I was trying to control the outcome, which is not how manifestation and the law of attraction works. So for 2.5 weeks, I was pretty obsessed about it. And I can't help it. I'm an Aquarius. I'm always up in my head. I'm always trying to figure things out. I'm always trying to think steps ahead. I find it really, really difficult to let go. And all I've been hearing recently is let go and let God, let go and let God, let go, release, control, and I've not really been listening to it. I've been hearing it, but not listening. And then yesterday, the day before yesterday, I messaged him and said, do you know what? I'm not really giving the universe much chance to make us bump into each other because I rarely go out. And then we didn't really say anything after that. And I kind of just let it go then. I completely just stopped thinking about it. And then yesterday I went into work and my boss said, would you mind popping into Co-op and getting this stuff for the people that I work with? And obviously I could have said no, because he said, like, you know, if you're too busy, don't worry. I could have said maybe I'll go in an hour or 10 minutes or whatever, right? But I said, yeah, I'll go. And I went to Co-op, and you see where this is going. I was walking down the aisles and I had to double take a minute. And I was like, I think that's him. And I double took, and then I just pointed at him. And now, considering we've never met in person before, we've probably only seen each other by like posts that we've done or our little picture, right? And I pointed at him and I was like, and then he like looked at me, and it took him a minute, and then he was like, and we'd said as well, when we bumped into each other, the person who sees the other one first has to say, I've been expecting you. I forgot that because I was just too in shock to remember that. So I said, what was it we were going to say? And then he said it, and we just laughed in the middle of Co-op, and we had a little mini conversation of just being completely shocked that it happened that day, that time, like bang on. It wasn't the place I thought we were going to bump into each other. I had let it go completely that day. I didn't go in there thinking, oh, I wonder if I'll see him in here. Didn't think that at all. And that was the day that it happened. So it's so interesting that as soon as I let go of control, as soon as I let go of the outcome or the how, the what, the where, the when, it happened. I asked for it, it happened. So I've learned a lot from that. And so we are going to meet for coffee, and we are going to talk about my book. So thanks, universe.